Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are talking about a storytelling format that has quietly become one of my favorites: visual essays. Unlike traditional storytelling, visual essays don't rely on dramatic plots or long paragraphs. Instead, they use short sentences, thoughtful pacing, and empty space to let readers pause, reflect, and connect with the message. As writers, we often think we need more words to make a story powerful, but sometimes fewer words leave a deeper impact. So, now let's explore how. What is a visual essay? Well, a visual essay combines text with breathing room. Okay, so imagine a Carol post with 6 slides. So instead of writing long explanations, each slide contains one sentence, and the space between those sentences become part of the storytelling. So readers aren't rushed; they are invited to think. This style works beautifully on Instagram, Threads, Medium, LinkedIn, blogs, and even presentations. Moving on, and I would like to say that storytelling is also emotion. Many people believe stories begin with characters, others think they begin with conflict. I think stories begin with emotion. Okay, so ask yourself, what do I want my reader to feel? Hope, curiosity, nostalgia, peace. So once you know the feeling, the story becomes easier to write. Okay, so if I'm saying that it becomes easier to write means that one idea is enough. Okay, so many new writers try to fit 10 ideas into one piece, but visual essays encourage the opposite. Choose one simple thought. For example, waiting changes us. Now spend 6 slides exploring only that idea. So don't explain anything, don't explain everything, allow the reader to complete the meaning. Okay, so there is a power of white space also, because it really gives the emphasis on silent, which isn't empty, and neither is white space. So just like pause in music make melodies beautiful, empty space makes words stronger. So readers naturally slow down and they absorb each sentence, and when they absorb each sentence, and it means that they reflect. So what are they trying to reflect is that sometimes the silence says more than sentence itself. So what if the topic one is waiting? But waiting isn't simply standing still. Waiting can be preparation. So what is the meaning of waiting here? It means that healing, growing, learning patience. So now you can imagine these slides in its traditional sense at what waiting means. So nothing seemed to happen, but roots grow before branches. Not every season blooms. Some journeys begin quietly. Waiting was never wasted. Simple. So there's only one sentence in every slide and reflecting a meaning, which is very simple, reflective, and memorable. So now there's topic 2, like growth proof without proof. Okay, so this is one of my favorite themes. So we often expect visible progress, but growth usually happens internally first. Okay, so this means that it leads to confidence, wisdom, discipline, resilience, and other qualities that can grow long before recognition arrives. Okay, so there is a story that many readers relate to. Now there's topic 3. This is related to soft ambition. So today's world celebrates constant hustle, but ambition doesn't always have to be loud. Alright. So soft ambition says I will work consistently. Then it says I'll improve quietly. Then it says that I'll let my work speak. And this creates calm storytelling. So not every success needs noise. So now moving on to topic 4, it says that choosing fewer things. It means that minimalism isn't only about possessions. It's also about choosing fewer distractions. So now what is fewer distraction? It means that fewer unnecessary commitments, fewer comparisons, and more intention. So if I say more intention, then it means that that's another powerful visual essay. So it means that show, don't lecture. So it is one of the biggest storytelling lesson. So the biggest storytelling lesson is this: avoid telling readers what to think. Instead of saying being patient, try saying the tree didn't apologize for growing slowly. Okay, so there's a story behind that emotion, and emotion is that readers discover the message themselves, and that makes it memorable. Now, use everyday moments. So, great stories don't always require extraordinary events, as I said. So, you can take an example from a train journey, morning tea, rain on a window, an unfinished notebook, an old photograph, a quiet cafe. All right. And then you can talk about some ordinary moments that can often contain extraordinary emotions. So, you can observe carefully. Read like a writer, and every book teaches something. Then ask questions while reading. So, why did this opening capture my attention? Why did this ending stay with me? Why did this sentence make me pause? So, reading becomes writing practice. So, now keep a story notebook and ideas disappear quickly. Carry a notebook or use your phone. Write observations, interesting conversations, dreams, travel memories, unexpected emotions. Okay, so these become future stories. So write first and then edit later. Many writers stop after one sentence because they keep editing. So now separate writing from editing. So now what you can allow is that you can allow yourself to write imperfectly. So the first draft isn't the destination. Okay, it's simply the beginning. Now you can create a rhythm around it. Now you can create a visual essay that feels musical. Then you can write a short sentence and then pause. And then another sentence, then you can take pause. And then the rhythm matters. And then you can read your work aloud. So if it flows naturally, readers will enjoy it and then trust the reader. So you don't have to explain everything because readers enjoy discovering meaning. And now then leave the room for interpretation. So that's what makes visual essays interactive. Okay, and then every reader brings their own experiences. So if the reader is bringing their own experience, that means that inspiration is everywhere. So reader is also inspired by travel, nature, books, music, museums, conversations, and even silence. Inspiration doesn't arrive because we wait. Okay, so readers or a writer, they all are observer because they are arriving, because their curiosity is more and they are becoming more curious. So consistency beats inspiration. It means that some days you will feel inspired but many days you won't. So what if one reader is inspired today but the writer is not? And it means the professional writers don't rely only on inspiration, they rely on discipline. They write regularly, and even a few thoughtful sentences each day build confidence. So, what is building in you is that your voice matters, and many writers worry about originality. So, don't imitate someone else's voice because your experiences, your observations, your perspective, that's what makes your writing unique. If we combine all these, then if the writer is giving a unique story, that means that authenticity lasts longer than trends. Okay, so you're not supposed to rely on the complexity, right? So sometimes a single sentence, thoughtful sentence changes someone's day. So write honestly, observe patiently, edit carefully, and leave space for silence. Because stories aren't remembered for how many words they contained, they are remembered for how they made us feel. I hope you will remember these words. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to know what everyday moment has inspired your writing recently, and share it in the comments. And if you're working on stories, poems, travel reflections, or visual essays, keep writing because one thoughtful sentence at a time matters. Until next time, Stay curious, keep observing, and never underestimate the power of simple words. Thank you.